What is going on, my beautiful DC brothers and sisters? So we have a video I was tagged in, and it's basically John Campea roasting the hell out of these weirdo, psycho, virgin, vagina-less nerds who are constantly in despair because the Snyderverse will never, ever return. I thought the video was hilarious. So let's share it and watch it together, and let's just find some humor in this because I love this. So make sure the volume is up, and here we go.
All right. Hey, John, Superman is my most anticipated film for DC in years, and I have a question. We know the Snyder fandom have not been kind to the film, even though they haven't seen it yet. And DC Studios, do you think they have every right to stay bitter on WB due to what happened to Zack Snyder? Nothing happened to Zack Snyder. Nobody has a right to be mad about anything. It has nothing to fucking do with you.
He's exactly right. The fact that these psychos, and yes, I will refer to them as psychos because that's what they are, all they do is cry and bitch and make these lame jokes about Diaper Man. Like, really, Diaper Man? Diaper Man. And these are the same people that say James Gunn makes cringe jokes, but you're using Diaper Man as a quote unquote insult. That shit is just embarrassing, bro. Embarrassing. Are you taking notes from Zack Snyder, who can't write dialogue? Is that where you're getting it from? Good Lord. Diaper Man? Who says that? And these people are just weird. And all they, it's funny because they hate James Gunn, but all they do is talk about James Gunn and promote James Gunn and promote Superman, even though they hate Superman, but you're doing the Lord's work by promoting Superman. Thank you very much, by the way. And it's like, you talk more about James Gunn than you do Zack Snyder. You promote James Gunn's Superman more than you promoted Rebel Moon. Or what's the other one that he did? Twilight of the Gods or Army of the Dead? Like, do you people not get this? You incel, inbred, moronic adults. Oh, these people make me sick. But you know what? I'm so glad that they're in misery right now because keep in mind, all these insults and all these Superman sucks. They're mad. They're mad because we're happy. That's the thing. We DC fans haven't been this happy in a very, very long time. And the fact that the Snyderverse is dead, Zack Snyder would never return to DC. They would never get the Justice League in any kind of form, whether it's comic books, films, or animation. They live in constant misery, and that makes me very happy. That's why I like to troll them every single day. Some people, hit me up like, "Truth, like, you're getting your DC universe, you're getting Superman. Why do you continue to troll them?" Because it makes me happy. It literally makes me hard. It makes me hard knowing that they are in constant misery. Now, maybe that's because I am a diagnosed sociopath. Maybe that's something. Maybe that has something to do with it. But it just makes me happy. The fact that these people live in misery, it brings me such joy. It really does. It brings me such joy to see them cry, bitch, and moan every day on social media. I can't get enough of it. I can't get enough of it. Let's continue on. Speak for me, John.
Get over it. Nothing, like, literally Zack Snyder. And listen, I say this as a massive Zack Snyder defender because okay, forget Rebel Moon. Okay, take Rebel Moon out of it.
True.
And all of his filmography, there's only one movie Zack Snyder's made that I didn't really like, and that was Sucker Punch.
I agree.
I've liked or loved every single other of his movies.
Same. Sucker Punch was horrendous.
Particularly, of course, Man of Steel.
Man of Steel, my favorite Superman movie.
But he's just a director. It's not his movies.
Exactly.
Never is.
Exactly.
It's the studio's movies.
Yes.
He was hired just like any director, just like Peyton Reed was hired to come in and make Ant-Man. Ant-Man doesn't suddenly belong to Peyton Reed. He came in, and look, the reality is, as it doesn't matter how much I loved Man of Steel or Batman versus Superman or whatever, the reality is a whole hell of a lot of the audience did not.
Yep. That's exactly right. And that's what these people don't understand. I love Man of Steel. Like I said before, paid money out of my own pocket to go to the theaters to watch Man of Steel 6 times. I love that movie. BVS I saw in theaters. I thought that shit was horrendous. I have a Blu-ray and a 4K copy of Zack Snyder's Justice League. I love that movie. Love Zack Snyder. I'm a big fan of Zack Snyder. I want him to do well. I want him to make a movie again that I like, because those Rebel Moon movies were hot garbage. Sucker Punch was hot garbage. Everything else, for the most part, I loved. Loved Dawn of the Dead. It's my favorite horror remake of all time. I own 300. 300 is one of my favorite films of all time. I own a poster, big ass poster in my room of 300. I love Watchmen. I own the director's cut. Watchmen is fantastic. I know a lot of people don't like Watchmen because of the Alan Moore graphic novel, and they feel like it doesn't compare to the graphic novel, but I love Watchmen. I own the graphic novel as well. It's as good as a job that anyone would ever attempt to make a Watchmen movie out of that prestigious graphic novel. I'm a fan of Zack Snyder, but I'm not like a hardcore sycophant of Zack Snyder. These people, these Snyder cultists, nut jobs, they worship Zack Snyder. If Zack Snyder pulled his dick out and pissed in a glass of jar, these people would drink it. These people would drink it. I'm not even joking when I say this. If Zack Snyder put out a statement on Twitter saying, hey, the only way you can get the Snyderverse is if you off yourself, these people would do it. I'm not being hyperbolic. That's how sad and pathetic these people are, and delusional these people are. They are weird. They're like chemically speaking, there's something wrong with their mind. It's delusion, but it's beyond delusion at this point. It's just weird. It's really odd and weird behavior.
That's just the reality. Now, if you want to be butthurt and act like I get disappointed too when things I like gets canceled, but oh well, then you move on. You want to get butthurt as if this was some kind of personal affront? I don't know. To me, it's absolutely pathetic. Anyway.
And John Campea is absolutely right. It is pathetic. It's odd behavior. And but hey, keep going, because the more misery that you guys are in, the more joy I will get from it. So that's going to be it. Make sure you guys hit like button, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Discord. This is actually some of the comments below. What do you think of John Campea's little rant? What do you think of these weird, delusional Reddit sister fucking drink pissing Eminem stan weirdos that they are? They really are just weird, bro. And I was always a Zack Snyder fan, but I was never part of that fandom. I was part of my own fandom. I was just a fan of Zack Snyder. But I was never part of that fandom, nor will I ever be part of that fandom, nor do I want to be part of that fandom. I think people who still worship people who are still in the Restore the Snyderverse group, I think you're weird, and I think you're psychos. People who hashtag Restore the Snyderverse, I think you're weird. I think you're psychos. I think you need help. I think you really genuinely need help. I think people who still support the Snyderverse fandom, you're an idiot. You are a moron. I wish the worst for you, because you're weird and you're odd. And you wonder why so many people left that fandom. Because you're strange and you're pathetic. That's just honestly the truth. Love you all. Stay safe. Truth out.
I cannot wait to fuck this thing.